Good evening, everyone. I hope I am audible. Can I get the quick confirmation? Am I audible? Yeah, okay. So I hope you people are ready for the second session. And yesterday, I discussed about the basics of Python programming and why it is important and what applications we are supposed to develop and what is the necessity of learning Python nowadays, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your domain, right? So I'll go to the uh, straight away. I'll go to the programming part in this session. We'll do some basic programs. Okay. And before going to that, let me know any doubts in the last class. If you have any doubts, I'll spend quickly 2 to 3 minutes of time on uh, your doubts. So if you don't have any doubts, I'll proceed to the today's topic. So let me know any doubts in yesterday's session, or can I proceed? So I hope you people are not having any doubts. Okay. Yeah. So I'll proceed to the topic. So already people are aware of the batch details and everything. Let me quickly revise once again. Okay. This batch number and all the stuff. Let me quickly go in 2 minutes. Okay. So the batch number is 382. So if you have any doubts, yeah, I think I get disconnected. Sorry for that. I hope I'm audible, right? Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, just I'll quickly show you the details of batch. Okay. So the batch is, as I mentioned, it's 382 batch ID. Okay. If you have any doubts, you can contact this mail, support at the logiclabstech.com. Okay. And for any queries on WhatsApp or straight away, if you want to connect on mobile, you can call these numbers for any type of support. Okay. Yes, so we'll move on to day two. Okay. So yesterday I discussed about we are going to use different types of environments or the platforms we are going to use to write our Python program. So in this, one of the common platform, as I mentioned, Python IDLE. So of course, yesterday I already mentioned for beginners. So my suggestion is you will go with Python ideally for a couple of days. Okay, so even after a couple of days, I'll go to this Jupyter part because okay, we are going to do a couple of projects in machine learning. So hence we'll do all the stuff in uh, Jupyter notebook, but initial classes in Python basics part and as well as some advanced concepts also we'll do IDLE only. So once you got some familiarization with IDLE, once you got some expertise on IDLE, how you are going to use IDLE, then you can go with Jupyter, right? So first thing is I'll talk about uh, installation part. So how to install this Python IDLE. So once if anybody is there in front of your laptop or in front of your computer, then straight away you can follow the steps so that it can install. So let me know anybody is there in front of your laptop or computer so that you can follow. As I mentioned, mostly the classes are hands-on. Okay, so I'm going to write mostly programs only from this class onwards. Okay, yesterday, as I mentioned, it's pure basics and introduction part. So hence we went with the theoretical stuff, right? So can I know anybody is having laptop or computer? Anybody is sitting with your computer? Uh, so that you can follow the steps, whatever I'm going to guide you, so that you can install and also you can complete your program in the okay in this session itself, so that you can feel something like you are learning. Otherwise, if you are going to do something after this class hours, maybe you may feel it may not be satisfiable. So even if you are having any laptop also, no problem. So my suggestion is if you are going to have laptop also, so you can go with the laptop as well. But uh, the thing is, if you are having any okay. So somebody is telling no audio. Am I audible or not? Am I audible? Are you able to see my screen? Please respond yes or no. Am I audible and are you able to see my screen? Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, so you go to this website python.org. So this is the official website. Okay, so when you open this website, automatically you can see uh, second tab. About is first tab, downloads. Okay, when you click on this tab, downloads, by default you can see Python 3.13.1. So this is the latest version of the Python. Okay, just you click on this button so that it gets downloaded. So very simple installation. Just go to python.org, www.python.org. And once you click on that link, okay, you see downloads tab and downloads. Once you click on this downloads tab, you can see the latest version Python 3.13.1. Just you click on this button. Okay, and it's going to download the exe file, executable file. Okay, so anybody is doing, please let me know in the chat box if anyone is working parallelly, so that it's a simple installation, like how you are going to install your softwares. Okay, that is similar to that installation only. So let me know. Anybody downloaded that? Yes. Okay. So if you are going to download, you are going to get exe file. Okay. Go to downloads tab. Okay. Then downloads tab, you can see the latest version. It may be in our case, it is can see latest Python version. So it is 3.13.1. Okay. So then just you click on the button. Just you click on the button. Okay, what is the button? The button is this number itself, the version number itself. Okay, just you click on this button. So downloads, just you click on this button, Python 3.13.1. Just you click on this button. Or if you already having some other version also, no problem. It may not be the latest version. Even if you have any version that is more than 3.9, that is fine. Okay. So once you click on that button, you will get executable file. Executable file. Just you click on the button. Will get .exe file gets downloaded. We are going to download .exe file, right? So please let me know if anybody is doing this step. Okay, anybody downloaded? Okay, anybody is downloading? Is it downloaded? So once it is downloaded, just you double click that exe file, then it is going to be installed. Yes, very good. So one student is completed installation. Any others are trying? So if anyone is trying, please let me know, because we are going to do some programs in today's session so that you can understand the real programming part. Okay. So any other students are trying, so that I'll wait for installation. If you are not trying, I'll proceed with the programming. Okay, very good. So someone is installing, Panindra. So if any other students already they are installed, let me know. Any other version, it may not be 3.13.1. It may be any other version is also fine. Okay, so installation done. Okay. So any others are trying? Still any others are trying? Let me know in chat box if any others are trying, so that okay. Yeah. So somebody is doing in Mac. So even here it will show you any type of OS, whatever. Okay. So in my case, it is showing for Windows. Okay. Here for anybody is using Mac, you can click on this Mac. Okay. Then automatically you can see the latest version for a Mac. Okay. So that is depending on your platform you can use. So other platform, Mac, Windows. So depending on your operating system, you can select a particular operating system. Okay. So yeah. So can I proceed to the program? Is it done? So because already in my system, once it is gets installed, just you can type Python. Okay. So then you can see this icon. So if you see this icon, then your IDLE gets installed. This is what you are supposed to see in your programs list. IDLE. So Python, of course, in my case, it is 3.12 version. So if you are installed already just now, maybe 3.13.1 or maybe any other version, doesn't matter. 3.12 is in my case because already I installed okay some days back. So I hope everyone is able to see this icon once it is installed. Yes. Are you able to see this once it is gets installed? So please respond. Anybody's Hello. Is it installed? Please let me know. Is it installed? Okay, installation done. So now we'll go for some sample program. So I hope everyone are able to see the icon, right? Like this. Let me open this in my computer. Just I'll click on IDLE. So if I click on IDLE, then you can see this window. Okay, so this is the window if it is installed in your computer, right? Are you able to see this? For installed, are you able to see this? You can see IDLE shell with the version number, right? Okay. So now what I'll do is I'm going to write some simple examples here. Okay. So the examples are maybe I'll do some arithmetical operations. Let's say I want to write some arithmetical examples. So I'm doing some addition. Okay. Next, I'm doing some subtraction, and I'm doing some multiplication. So just to check whether your IDLE is working or not. Okay. So this is a simple checking whether your IDLE is properly installed or not, whether it is working or not. So this is a simple checking. So I hope everyone is uh, able to perform some arithmetical operations in your IDLE, right? So is it working? Everyone who are installed and who are having IDLE in your computer, I hope it's working, right? Please respond yes or no. Are you able to do some mathematical operations? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So now, okay, now I'll talk about how to open IDLE. So just you go to start. Okay. Just you go to start and you can type IDLE or you can type Python. Okay, just now I showed you how you are going to use IDLE. Just you can go to start and type IDLE. You will see your IDLE. Okay, the icon, this icon you can see in your programs list. Just you type IDLE in the start programs list. Go to start and type IDLE, right? So yeah, okay. Now just you do some mathematical operations to check whether your IDLE is working or not. Okay, just I'm doing some couple of mathematical examples, maybe some addition, some subtraction, some multiplication, some division. Of course, these all are not at all related to programming part, but to check whether it is working or not, just you do some couple of mathematical examples, right? So I hope everyone are able to do these examples, right? Please respond so that I'll proceed. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now we are talking about very basic part. So now first, let me talk about whenever you are going to learn any programming language, first you need to learn something about keywords. Okay. So first of all, what do you mean by keyword and what are all the Python keywords? So keyword is also known as reserved word. Okay, the other name for keyword is reserved word. like how you are going to have alphabets in English. If you want to learn English language, you will start with alphabets, right? Similarly, if you want to learn any programming language, you are supposed to start with the keywords. Okay. Now we are learning some new programming language. So we'll start with the keywords. So first of all, you must know what do you mean by keyword. Keyword is nothing but also known as reserved word. Okay. So this is having, keyword means, keyword is having, keyword is having some specific meaning. Okay. So in that particular language. Okay. So keyword is having some particular meaning, specific meaning. Okay. So how you are going to, let's say, for example, let me write, there are 30 keywords are there in Python. Okay. So there are 30 keywords are there in Python. So keyword is having some specific meaning. For example, in English, if I talk about any letter, let's say R. Okay, R is having some specific meaning, and we can use R only in particular instance, right? So if I want to talk about S, S is having some specific meaning. So I can use only in a specific instance, S, right? Similarly, you are going to have 30 keywords in Python. Okay, so let me show you some of the keywords. Like, for example, if is a keyword, okay, else is a keyword, def is a keyword, while is a keyword, for is a keyword, continue is a keyword, break is a keyword, okay, and pass is a keyword, true is a keyword, false is a keyword, in is a keyword, not is a keyword, and is a keyword. Okay. So if you want, I'll show you how you are going to identify. Let's say I'll go to the IDLE. Okay. I'll write if. So you can see you're going to get some orange color, right? You're going to get some other color. So when I wrote like 100 plus 200, so we are going to have black color. When I wrote 100, so it is appeared in black color. When I write any other thing, 200 or plus, this is appeared in black color. So black color is nothing but by default, when you see black color here, this is not a keyword. Okay. So let's say, for example, I'll write A. So A is appeared in black color, right? So when I wrote A, it is appeared in black color. Black color means it is not part of a keyword. It's not a keyword in Python. But when I write if, so it is going to be appeared in some orange color, right? So if I write else, so it is also identifying, means my IDLE is identifying that it is a keyword. If you are getting uh, some orange color, it is going to be identified. Let's say, for example, I write while. So it's going to identify, right? And similarly, I'll write for. So it's going to identify. It is identifying. So is it clear so far? Please let me know. Just I'm trying to explain about what do you mean by keyword, because keywords are very, very important in any programming language, because you need to start from a scratch. We are starting from very scratch. Okay. So you must know what do you mean by keyword in Python, and also what are all the different ways you need to use them, when you need to use them. Okay. So in every environment, here actually we are talking about only IDLE, but even if you talk about other environments, maybe Jupyter Notebook, or even Spider, or even Microsoft Visual Studio Code, any environment, your keyword is going to be having some specific meaning, and it is going to be identified by your environment. Okay. So identification means, as I mentioned, it is giving some specific color, right? So if you don't, let's say, for example, I can write for. Okay. So but again, it is not identified. Why? Because I used capital letter for F, right? So this is known as case sensitivity. Means your keyword is it's very case specific. right? Okay. Yeah. So keywords are, as I mentioned, these are the different keywords we have in Python. So every keyword is having some specific meaning. So in Python, we are going to have 30 keywords are there. So 30 keywords are going to be having their own meanings. We are not supposed to change the meaning of any keyword. So is it clear? Is it clear? What do you mean by keyword? The other name for a keyword is reserved word, or also known as keyword, also known as reserved word. So let me know any doubts so far. We are going very slowly, okay? Because everyone need to understand the things. So if you want, I list out all the keywords. As I mentioned, if is a keyword, else is a keyword, okay? Def is a keyword. Just I'm mentioning all the keywords. While is a keyword. For is a keyword. Continue is a keyword. Break is a keyword. Pass is a keyword. True is a keyword. False is a keyword. In is a keyword. None is a keyword. Not is a keyword. Okay. And end is a keyword. Next, in is a keyword. Elif is a keyword. Okay. Return is a keyword. Import is a keyword. Yield is a keyword. From is a keyword. As is a keyword. Okay, so these are the different keywords like this. We are going to have 30 keywords in Python. So any doubts? So I hope you understand the meaning of keyword, right? Understand the meaning of keyword, right? Everyone understood the meaning of keyword? What is the use of keyword? Okay, so they are having some specific meaning in the Python language. So they will be reserved for a specific purpose. You are not supposed to use them in okay in different scenarios. We are going, if you are using, means definitely it is having some specific meaning. For example, if I am going to use if, okay, so if is nothing but I am going to use only for if I am going to write some condition. I want to use if. Let's say when I am going to use if I'm writing if, means your IDLE or your particular Python environment is going to understand that yes, you are going to write the condition. So if you are not going to write the condition, if you are trying to use the keyword if for some other purpose, then you are going to get an error. Okay, you are not supposed to change its meaning. So that is what a keyword is meant for. You are not supposed to change the meaning of a keyword in your particular language. Okay, for example, you want to use some logical statement. You want to write some logical statement. Then maybe you can use and, or maybe you can use or maybe you can use not, right? So if you want to use some logical connective, okay, if you want to write some logical condition, then maybe you can use and, or you can use or you can use not. Okay, so if you want to return some value, then you can use return. So if you want to work with some Boolean data, maybe true or false, then you can write a true or you can write false, right? So these are the different meanings of the keywords. So every keyword is having specific meaning, and you are, and I mentioned very important point. So Python is case sensitive. So what do you mean by this case sensitive? means capital letter is not supposed to be replaced with the small. Okay, means you need to write small letter as small letter only, capital letter as capital letter only. Okay, means capital letter is not supposed to be replaced with the small letter. And small letter is not supposed to be, small letter is not supposed to be replaced with the capital. Okay, so this is a very important property. Even this property is applicable for other languages like Java and C. Java and C also they are case sensitive, right? So for example, as I mentioned, it is case sensitive. For example, if I write a keyword if it is identifying, right? It is identifying that it is a keyword. But if I change the case, let's say I'll make it as I as capital. Same keyword, but I changed the case. Okay. So small letter is I change it to capital letter for I. But now it is identifying. No, it is not a keyword. Your IDL is not identifying. Okay. So case sensitivity is one of the important feature in Python, and most of the errors, if you are going to write any program in Python, so this might be the one of the reason you must be focus on. Okay, so case sensitivity is one of the important property in the Python, right? So you need to always check whether it is uh, spelled it in a small letters or in capital letters, right? So I hope everyone understand what do you mean by case sensitivity. Please respond. Did you understand? It is not only applicable to only keywords, it is applicable to the entire Python language. Okay. So Python is one of the case sensitive programming language, similar to Java, similar to C. Of course, C is also case sensitive only, Java also case sensitive only, right? So is it clear? So you understand what do you mean by keyword and what do you mean by case sensitivity, right? Any doubts so far? Please let me know any doubts from your side. Of course, you can understand the use of every keyword once you are going to work with that particular keyword while writing the programs in the coming classes. Okay, in this class, you may not understand all the keywords, but just you remember there are 30 keywords in Python, and every keyword is having some special meaning in the particular language, in Python language. Okay, so and keywords are also, of course, Python language itself is a case sensitive. So while writing keywords also, you must be take care whether they are in capital or small. If you see here, there might be, I don't know whether okay, so you see here I wrote only two keywords are in having capital letters. Okay, only these two keywords, true and false, so they are going to have a capital letter. Other than these two keywords, other keywords are having only small letters only. Okay, so you can remember this one also. Only in Python you are having two keywords, one is true and false. In true, T is capital, and in false, F is capital. Only these two keywords are having capital letter. Apart from these two, remaining all keywords are small letter only, right? So let me show you. So if I wrote true as small letter, all small letters, it is not recognizing, right? But if I write capital T, then it is recognizing. So this is very important observation. So only true and false keywords are having capital letter in both the keywords. First letter as a capital letter. Okay. So it is not a small t, it's a capital T, and it is not small f, it's a capital F. Okay, let me write false. So it is not recognizing. If I make it as capital F, then it will recognize, right? So I hope it is clear. Is it clear? What do you mean by keyword and what do you mean by case sensitivity? So this is one of the important indirect question. What do you mean by case sensitivity? Okay, it's one of the important property of the Python also, and other programming language also will follow the same, right? So now I'll talk about how we are going to print something on the screen. So I'll talk about input and output functions in Python. Okay, so input and output functions in Python. So first I'll talk about output function. So output function is nothing but in Python, output function is print. Okay, so output function is print. So we are going to use output function is print. Okay, first of all, what do you mean by output function? Okay, output function is used to display the output on the screen. Okay, so what is the purpose of this output function? Output function is used to display the output on the screen. Okay, so in Python, we are going to have output function that is known as print. Okay, so print is the output function. It is very useful function in every program. We are going to use print. So what this print is going to do? Print is going to display the output on the screen. So let me give some simple example. So I'm going to write some simple example here. Let me write print. Okay, so I'll write something in single quotes. Hello. Okay, so this is the output. If I write print something in single quotes, okay, so it is displaying, right? This is the output of this particular line. And if I want to write something in double quotes also, so I'll get the same. Hello, welcome to Python class. Okay, so this is the output, right? So what print is doing, whatever you are going to write in the double quote or in single quote, that will be displayed on the screen, right? Is it clear? Of course, this is not a program. This is only, this is not a program. I didn't write any program so far. This is only the practice I'm doing on shell. This is a sample practice I'm doing on shell. Okay, once you understand this, then I'll write a small program. Is it clear? What do you mean by output function and what is the output function in Python? Okay, print is the output function in Python, one of the output function in Python, and it is used to display the content on the screen, right? Please respond. Is it clear? Did you understand? I hope the people who are installed, maybe you are practicing along with me. Okay. So if you are getting any errors, please let me know. Okay. So now I'm going to write some simple program. So how to write a program in Python? Okay. So by using output function, we can write some simple program. Okay. So simple program with the print function. Okay, so with print, I'm going to write a simple program. First, everyone remember how we are going to write. This is not a program. Whatever we did so far, these are not a program. This is only the practice, some statements I wrote. Okay, if you want to write a program, you go to file. In IDLE shell, you go to file. Okay, and you'll find an option called new file. And just you click on new file. Then you will get untitled, right? So there you need to write the program. So here I'm writing the program print. This is first Python program. Okay. So just I wrote some statement. Okay. So what is the statement? print function I used, and I wrote some a statement in the single code, right? So that's it. Only one line I am writing, and just I want to save this. It is untitled, means I am not given any title and it is not saved so far. So just I'll go to file, I'll click as save as, okay. And I'm going to save, let's say I want to save it on desktop 7 to 8 p.m. folder. I'm saving this program in 7 to 8 p.m. folder, and I want to give some name. I can call it as program. Okay, our first program. I can save it as first program. You can give any name, no problem. You can give any name. Just I'm going to save it as first underscore program. Okay, I'm saving in 7 to 8 p.m. Folder, and I'm saving it as first underscore program. And you can see so far it is showing untitled with the 2 stars, right? So when I give this name and when I click on save, now your program is saved, first underscore program dot py, and it will show you the location. See users, okay, Sheikh Akbar OneDrive desktop 7 to 8 p.m. first program dot py. This is the location of the file. Okay, is it clear so far? Just I'm explaining how to save your program, how to write and how to save your program. Is it clear? Please respond. So if anybody is doing parallelly, okay. So if you're facing any problem, please let me know in chat box so that you can understand the things easily. Okay, just I wrote some simple program. In that program, I wrote only one line and I used only one a print function. And already, you know, this print is used for printing something on the screen for output purpose, right? And I wrote some line. The logic is just I have this line. So, and I saved it and I given some name first underscore program. And I want to, once your program is saved, just you go to run option. So run option, you go to run option and click on run module. Run option, click on run module, right? Okay, so now what is the output we got? This is the first program. This is the first Python program is the output. Okay, you can see when you run this program, the output will be displayed on where? Where the output will be displayed? The output will be displayed on IDLE shell, right? So if you want, I'll show you the program and output. So this is the program we are written. This is the program we are written, right? This is the program and this is the output. Okay, is it clear? This is the program first program.py, and when I run this program, I'm getting output on the IDLE shell. Okay, that's why I mentioned it is used to print the output on the screen. That's why it is known as output function. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear? Everyone got the output? If we are practicing, I hope everyone got the output, right? No errors, no doubts, right? Is it clear? Okay. Yeah. So if you want, you can okay, you can add some more lines here for this program. You can add some more lines. Let me add some more lines. Or even if you want to write a new program again, you go to file, you click on new file, you go to file and click on new file. Again, you can see untitled. An empty window will be opened untitled. So here, let me write one more program. I can say print. Now I can use double quotes. Okay. So this is second program. Okay. And I'll write print Python is easy. Okay. I'm writing couple of lines. Print today is December 11th. Okay. And now I can write some statements in single quotes. Okay. Today is, okay, today is Wednesday, and print hello. Okay. So I'm writing couple of lines. Okay, I'm writing, let's say 5 lines. In first line, I wrote something like this is second program. Second line, Python is easy. And third line, today is December 11th. Today is Wednesday. And hello. Okay, just I'm printing some random text. Okay, so once your program is done, still it is showing untitled. You will see there is a star, untitled, and there is a star. So the meaning of this is you didn't save this program. So if you want to save this, you go to file, click on save as, okay. When you click on save as, it's going to show you where you want to save. So here I am saving on desktop. There is a folder called 7 to 8 p.m. and I will give some name. I can give some name, second program. You can give any name. So I'm giving it as second program. So far it is showing untitled. When I give this some name and click on save, okay, then your program is changed to second program.py, right? And also it will show you the location where your program is get saved. Okay, so now the program written and it is also saved. I given some name. So then you need to click on run. To execute this program, you need to click on run. So run, click on run module. So if you click on run module, this is the output. Okay, the output is this is second program, Python is easy. Today is December 11th and today is Wednesday and hello. So where we are getting output, again I'm telling you, where we are seeing this output. This is output, right? So whatever we are getting in blue color, that is nothing but a output here, right? So where we are getting this blue colored output, we are getting this blue colored output on IDLE shell. So where is the program? The program, if you want, you can see program is here. Okay. So this is your program. This is your program. And I'm keeping both side by side. This is your program, second program.py. We wrote here. And when I execute, when I run this, we are getting output on the IDLE shell. So that is the reason why we are calling print is the output function, right? I hope it's clear what print is doing and what do you mean by output function. Let me know any queries on this. Is it clear? Please respond. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Already I mentioned we will go with the concept by example. Just I'm going to explain the concept, and once the concept is done, we'll go with a couple of examples. Okay. So all the content in machine learning with Python will be like this only. I'll explain couple of examples. I'll write the concept. I'll try to explain the concept. Then I'll write some example. Then followed by we'll implement the same concept in Python. Okay. This is the way how we are going to proceed for all the concepts. So I hope it is clear, right? So everyone. So I hope you are able to execute these programs. So we are who are working with laptop or computer, maybe you are doing the same, right? So if anybody wants to practice in mobile, but my suggestion is in mobile writing program may not be that much of easy. Of course, these small programs you can write, but once you are going to have some big programs, it is not possible. So hence, of course, if you want to practice, you can practice. Okay. So there are many apps you can find in mobile also. So for mobile users, you can use Python 3. There is an app called Python 3 or Python IDLE. There are different apps are there for mobile users also. But my suggestion is after these classes in machine learning especially, we are going to do some big projects. So that big projects, it is not possible to do in mobile. Okay. So if you are having any computer or laptop, then better to store all these programs in some location, and even you can revise. You can keep all this for future reference. Okay. So because we will write a more number of lines of code once we completed this Python basic stuff, right? So that's why my suggestion is if you're having any computer or laptop, so it is more beneficial than writing something in mobile, right? So I hope it is clear, right? What print is doing. And so far what I wrote in print, so you can write anything within double quote or in single quote. Okay, so I wrote some statements in double quote. If you see this program, I wrote some statements in double quote and I wrote some other statements in single quote. Last two statements I wrote in single quote and first three statements I wrote in double quote. But is it showing any difference in the output? You can see in the output. So is it showing any difference? No output, right? There is no difference in the output. So the point here is whenever you're working with the print function, so we can use single quote or double quote, okay, to write the content to be printed, okay, or displayed. Okay, it won't give you any difference. Okay, if you are going to write in single quote or if you are going to write in double quote, there is no difference in the output, right? So that is one point you need to remember. And one more thing is, even if you are going to use some numbers, okay. So for what I wrote some text, right? So hello, first Python program, second program. So these all are purely text, right? But I want to write some numbers also. So I want to use some numbers. So even I can write some numbers also. So then you can use even the numbers. Let me write one more example. I'm going to file again. I'm clicking on new file. So if I click on new file, then automatically I'm going to get an empty window. So let me write some other program. So print. So I want to write some numbers 100. Okay. Print. I want to write 100 plus 200. Print. So 100 minus 200. Print 100 into 200. So just I'm doing some mathematical stuff with the print function. So print 100 by 200. Okay. Just I'm doing some mathematical stuff with the print function, right? So previously in the examples, whatever I explained, so that examples are purely we used text only, and text also we wrote in some text we wrote in single quote and some other text we wrote in double quote, right? Now I'm purely writing numbers. For numbers, I'm not at all using any quotes. I'm not using any single quote. I'm not using any double quote. Straight away, I'm going to write this example with numbers without using any quotes, right? And now I'll save this program. File, save as. So I can save this program by giving some name. So the name I will give is third program. So third program. Okay. So third program, and I can save in the same folder. Third program. Now the file is saved with the third program.py, right? Now I'll go to run and I'll click on run module. Okay, now we can see this is the output of this program. Now I'll show you. Okay, so this is the output of this program. 100. This is 100 plus 200. This is 100 minus 200. This is 100 into 200, and this is 100 by 200, right? So I didn't use any quotes. I didn't use any quotes for this, right? So I didn't use the single quote. I didn't use the double quote. I didn't use anything. I only the thing is I'm supposed to write the program with the pure numbers. So this is having only pure numbers, and the other program. So if we see this program is having pure text. For a text, if you are going to work with the text, you can write either in single quote or in double quote. But when you are going to work with the numbers, we are not supposed to use any quote. Okay. So in general, as I mentioned, we are going to use either single quote or double quote to write the content to be printed or displayed. So when we are using numbers, okay, no need to use any quotes. Okay, you are not supposed to use any single quote or double quote. Okay, so is it clear so far? Please let me know any doubts. Just we are talking about output function. The output function in Python is print function. And just I'm explaining how we are going to work with the print function. If you are using some text, how we are going to use, and if you are using some numbers, how we are going to use. Okay. And we seen couple of simple example programs. These are very simple programs as we are in initial part of this Python language, right? So let me know any doubts. I hope everyone is following. Please let me know any doubts. Any doubts? I hope everyone is understand, right? Are you able to understand? Please respond. Do you have any queries? Is it clear, or I may need to go slow or fast, or any inputs? So who are installed Python, maybe you completed these 3 programs and you got an idea what do you mean by keyword, and what do you mean by case sensitivity, what do you mean by output function, and what do you mean by print function, right? So as I mentioned, some of the non-computer science students are there. So we are going from very scratch, okay? Because they also need to understand. So hence we are going from very scratch, okay? So any doubts? Any doubts? So no doubts. So I hope you have completed these programs. Okay. So the students who are going to register for this, you need to register. After third day, your link will be shared to only the registered students who are going to pay the fee, right? So I hope you remembered uh, the details. If you want to connect with anyone, okay. So let me show you the details once again for support. If you need any support, or if you need any information still, okay, so you can connect with the team. They will help you. Okay. So any doubts, please let me know. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, please let me know. Anybody is having any doubts? Okay. So if you don't have any queries, I'll stop here. If you have any queries, I'll wait for 2 more minutes. If you have any queries, please let me know. No queries? No doubts? Okay. Okay, then I'll stop here.